This is my own version of the classic story about the babysitter who has a bad night. Debbie was enjoying her face. Her face. Fuck it, I'm leaving it in. That's kind of funny. Debbie was enjoying her face. I'm sorry, I have a problem with stuttering and stumbling over words. I like reading stories and telling stuff, but when I'm just reading something that's been written, I have a hard time without just stuttering or stumbling. Hopefully, as I do more of this, I'll get better. Sorry for the delay. I'll try and get back into this. Okay. Debbie was enjoying her there I go, doing it again. Debbie was enjoying her first babysitting job. The kids were behaving all right, except for the incident with the whipped cream when she made them some ice cream. But no big problems. She had just settled down to watch some TV while she waited for the parents to get home when the phone rang. She picked it up, and it was Dana, their mother, calling to see if everything was all right. She told her things were going fine, and decided to keep the whipped cream to herself. She had gotten the mess cleaned up, and her boyfriend was bringing over a new tub from the store, so they shouldn't ever know. Unless the kids blabbed, but she was betting they would be too afraid of getting in trouble to spill. The doorbell rang, and she went to go let her boyfriend in, but when she opened the door there was no one there. She went out and looked around, then called out, "Billy, this isn't funny." But there was no answer, so she went back inside. She was heading back to the couch when the doorbell rang again, making her jump. She went back to the door and looked out, but again there was no one there. This time she didn't open the door, she just went and sat down on the couch. She had sat there a little bit when she realized Billy should have been there, so she called him on her cell phone, but he didn't answer. It was odd, but she almost thought she heard his phone ringing. So she went back to watching TV when her phone rang. She looked at the ID and sighed with relief. It was Billy. She answered the phone and demanded to know where he was and why he was trying to scare her. No one answered for a while. Then Billy asked her, "Are the children okay?" He sounded upset. "Yeah, they're fine." "Why are you asking about the kids? Where are you?" "Are you sure the children are okay?" "Yes, Billy, I'm sure. Stop trying to scare me and get over here." She nearly yelled into the phone as she hung up on him. But the phone just rang again. "Are the children okay?" His hoarse voice asked. She hung up again, and the phone rang again. This time she refused to answer, but it just kept ringing and ringing. So she answered again. "You should probably go upstairs and check on them." Oops, wrong fucking person. "You should probably go upstairs and check on the children," Billy said, but there was something really odd about his voice, like he was crying. "Billy, this isn't funny. I don't know what you were trying to accomplish, but if you just wanted to scare me so bad I broke up with you, it's working because I'm scared and really pissed off too." She hung up again. And this time the phone didn't ring. She sat and cried a little while, then decided she would go upstairs and check on the kids. If her ex-boyfriend was going to be an asshole, that wouldn't stop her from doing her job. She went upstairs and into the kids' room, and they looked fine, sleeping soundly in their beds, all tucked in. She went to check on the youngest, William, and jumped about a mile into the air. Sitting in a chair was a clown. At first she thought it must be Billy pulling some really sick prank on her, so she threw a toy at it and the head came off and fell to the floor with a thud. Just at that moment her phone rang and she actually screamed. She got herself under control and looked. It was the parents. She answered and told them things were okay. She was just out of breath because the clown doll in William's room had startled her. She thought it was odd that he hadn't woken up when she screamed, so she went over to check on him. Just as she pulled the sheet back, Dana told her, "William doesn't have a clown doll. He's scared of clowns." Okay, so that's my version of the classic babysitter story. I hope you enjoyed it. It kind of incorporates several of the different cliches or Obviously, it's not cliche because it's, all different versions of this story. I've got the phone call that's actually coming from inside the house. If you didn't pick up on it, I'm sure you're familiar with all the variations of this. The creepy looking big doll in the room that she doesn't realize is a doll. I avoided doing anything that's overtly violent, so if you didn't pick up on some of the different things that are in there that imply some serious violence, I guess I could have put something about her feeling something squishy on the floor as she walked past the clown doll or something. But I wanted to just kind of keep it implied that things were really bad. So again, that's my version of the classic creepy story, The Babysitter. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for some of the screw ups there, but I can't help it. Thanks for listening. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.